Hey everybody, so today you're going to be doing a project that we're going to be applying, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing fractions. And so what you're going to do is use the information on the first page, front and back, the brochure about taking a field trip to Six Flags to answer questions 1 through 10. So you have all this different information, and you're going to use that information to create a field trip to Six Flags over Texas. So it says, you are planning a field trip to Six Flags over Texas. There are 135 students that will be going on your field trip. Use this information and information on the Six Flags over Texas brochure to help you answer the planning questions below. You must show your work to receive your credit. Okay. So number 1, it says your field trip held a fundraiser this year to offset the cost of the field trip to Six Flags. They raised $953.50 from a car wash, $574 from concession stand sales, and $326.48 from a bake sale. How much money did your school raise all together for the field trip? So, yes, we are going to use that word all together. Okay, so all together tells us we should do what operation? So all together means that we're adding, right? So they raised the car wash, the concession stands, and the bake sale. So that's how much money they raised for the field trip. Okay, question 2 says, according to the Six Flags over Texas brochure, how many adults are required for the group of students to go on the field trip? So we're going to look at the brochure, and we're going to read our information. So here it says, and it takes a little bit to figure it out, but children group pricing, adult group pricing, then down here it says must have 1 adult for every 8 children. Okay, so over here says 1 adult, oopsies, sorry, I'm struggling today. Okay. 1, oops, why is it still on that? Let's try again. 1 adult for every 8 children. Okay, so we need to separate these 135 students into groups of 8, right? So we're putting 135 students into groups of 8. That should help you figure out what operation you're going to do. Now be mindful of if it comes out to, we could do 7 groups of 8, which is not true because, right, 7 times 8 is 56. That doesn't get me to 135. But if it came out to 7.5, please be mindful that you cannot have half of a chaperone. And if you only have 7 adults, well then that won't get you your appropriate number of students per adult, that right ratio. So we would have to round up to 8 adults. So just be mindful of that. Sorry, I'm trying to get my plug. Be mindful of that when you are figuring out the number of adults, okay? All right, got it plugged in. So let's move on to number 3. Number 3 says the students and adults will be taking buses to Six Flags. If each bus can hold 40 people, how many buses are needed? Okay, so we're going to take that total number of students, so 135 students plus the adults, to find out how many total people will be going on the field trip. Okay, Then now, instead of dividing them into groups of 8, like we did in number 2, now we're dividing them in groups of 40. So we're going to divide them in groups of 40 and figure out how many buses we need. Now remember, if my answer is 2.5, well, I can't have half of the people walking. Like, you have to round up because you need to cover overage. All right, so number 4, it says each bus driver is paid $8.65 per hour. Okay, so each bus driver is paid $8.65 per hour, right? By the number of hours. And it says it's going to last 9.6 hours. Okay, so one bus driver will earn $8.65 for each of the 9.6 hours. Okay, so that's for one bus. But then we need to go back to number 3 and see how many buses so that we can figure out the cost for all of the bus drivers. Okay, so we're going to do $8.65 times your 9.6. And then you're going to take that, because that's one bus driver times the number of buses that you got in number 3. Okay, so number 5, it says using the map information on Six Flags Over Texas brochure, how many miles will each bus have to drive to take students to and from Six Flags? Okay, so we're looking at this brochure. All right, and those are the directions right here in the middle. Man, I'm struggling. Still? Okay. These are my directions on how to get there. Okay, so I need to know this total distance on how far it will take me to get to Six Flags. Okay, so how many miles will each bus have to take? So we're just talking about, well, how many miles will one bus have to take? All right, number 6, it says the first 10 miles of the bus trip are free, but each mile after 10 miles costs 49 cents. How many miles is the school going to have to pay for all of the buses? Okay, so first let's deal with the first 10 miles is free, okay? So we need to take our number of miles that we got in number 5 and take away 10 of them, okay? So this answer will be the number of miles that we have to pay for. And each of those, right, it says after it, each mile means we're going to multiply is 49 cents. So we're going to take that number of miles times 49 cents, right? How many miles is the school going to have to pay for all of the buses? So once we find that answer, then that's one bus. So again, we're going to multiply that by the number of buses. So this is really building. So make sure that your answers are correct for each piece using that Excel document that is in Schoology as well. Because if you get the answer wrong way back on number 3, right? So if we get this number of buses wrong or number of adults wrong, then it's going to affect the rest of our answers. So please make sure that you go back and that you check your work with that Excel document before you move forward, because I would hate for you to do all of your work based on a wrong number. Okay, so then it says, what is the school's total cost for all of the buses? Okay, so for that, actually, they want this piece, that piece down here for number 7. So number 7 is the cost for all of the buses is the 49 cents times the number of buses. So they broke it up a little bit differently than I had. Sorry. So the number of miles is going to be in for your answer for number 6. And then that number of miles times 49 cents is going to be your answer for number 7. Okay, so let's move on to number 8. So number 8, it says Six Flags Over Texas requires all students on the field trips to wear matching color-coded necklaces. If you purchase 10 extra color-coded necklaces, how much will be spent on necklaces? Okay, so we just need necklaces for this student. So if we take that 135 and we need 10 extra, that is going to be 145, right? That's the number of necklaces that we need. Now we're going to go look at the information over here. And let's see what it says. So it says to aid in identification, all students on field trips are required to wear a color-coded necklace at all times. They must be purchased for 14 cents per necklace. Okay, so we're going to go back over here. We're going to multiply that number. Jeez Louise, my computer is like, sorry, stop making videos today. Times 14 cents. So we're going to multiply that times 14 cents to get the cost of necklaces. Okay, so number 9, it says the school board requires that the number of lunches should be 1.3 times the number of total people on the field trip. So how many lunches will be bought? So this is the total number of people. So that's including the students and the adults. This does not include the bus drivers. So students plus the adults, not the bus drivers. So times 1.3, because we need 1.3 times the number of people. Okay, like I said, not including the bus drivers, just the students and the adults. Okay. So number 10, the school board also requires that the number of sodas purchased should be 2.5 times the total number of people. So how many sodas should be bought? Again, we're taking the number of students and adults, so we're using that same total we used in number 9 that we found way back in number 3. And then it says 2.5 times that total. So 2.5 times that total tells you how many sodas should be bought. Okay, so at this point, you should have finished 1 through 10. Make sure that you checked your work each step of the way. Like I said, it's building. So if you got number 3 wrong, then the rest of them are going to be wrong and you need to go back and fix it. Hopefully you did that before now. If you hit the point where you finish numbers 1 through 10, then you're going to go on and finish numbers 11 through 14 as extra credit today. The requirement for today is at least get through numbers 1 through 10. If you are a student who is like super Speedy Gonzalez, has checked their answers, got it all right for numbers 1 through 10, then you went through and finished numbers 11 through 14 on your own, then you'll have the opportunity to work on Think Through Math, okay? But this is a grade today. Let's make sure that we're respectful and on task and that we're getting all of our work done. And I look forward to seeing all of your answers and superb work, because you're going to show all your work on your answer document when we check it. So keep working hard. We appreciate your hard work, and see you tomorrow.